Hello and welcome to SPMBuzz. My name is Shiko. Yeah, we are right here with the co-founder, Nyege Nyege Festival, Mr. Derek. Welcome to SPMBuzz.
Hey Shiko, I'm really happy to be there and to talk with you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about tonight.
Yeah, so tonight is a little get-together, a little meet and greet, tell people about the event.
Yeah.
It's our 10th anniversary, so also invite a lot of our friends that we have here in Nairobi, artists that have performed, people that we've worked with, and we're also working with the Ugandan Tourism Board because the festival is also about exporting Ugandan's party vibe. Yeah.
How has it been for you so far, so good?
Yeah, it was wonderful. We were at Magical Kenya, the tourism expo. So meeting a lot of tour operators. They're bringing Kenyans to Nyege Nyege, overland trucks that are bringing people over. Also talking about, how can we make festivals part of our sort of tourism attraction. So that's been really, really interesting. And it's always nice to come back to Nairobi.
You've mentioned that you're celebrating 10 years doing this. How has it been for you?
It's been a crazy ride.
You can tell us, because you've mentioned you're the co-founder. Tell us a little bit of how you guys came up with the festival. How was it while you were starting off?
So it all started off with parties. We used to throw parties in Kampala. Then the parties got bigger. We used to go to the forest, do like little raves and this kind of stuff, always promoting and supporting underground music. Underground hip-hop, traditional music, electronic music, that sort of stuff. And then at some point we felt that there wasn't really in East Africa a festival where you'd go to a place that's beautiful in nature, by the river, and just party for 4 days. And then this is where how Nyege Nyege got started. It's more about, making a community and supporting and championing underground music. So we were playing Amapiano in 2017, before that thing, blew up. So that's a little bit the journey of the festival. We always try and bring artists out there that maybe don't get a chance to be on radio, don't get a chance to be on TV, but they're also really interesting. And over the years, Kenya has had a lot of amazing talent, and some of those artists we still work with, artists that are now touring around the world, and maybe even Kenyans don't always know them, and I think that was a bit the message of the festival, is that we have amazing talent, but we don't always know what's at home, So we wanted to create a place where it wasn't about headliners, it was about great music. And that's how it started.
Someone would want to know about the name Nyege Nyege Festival. Tell us.
We wanted to tickle you Kenyans. We wanted to tickle you a little bit to attract your attention. Because in Uganda, in Luganda, Nyege Nyege means something different. It means something very nicer. Nyege Nyege is, if you're somewhere in the village and somewhere you hear music and you get a bit excited, you're like, hey, I want to join that event. I want to join the party. That excitement, that's Nyege Nyege. So when you get excited, you want to move, you want to dance, that feeling is Nyege Nyege. And then Nyege Nyege is also a dance, and it's also an instrument. It's these bells you put on your ankles, depending on which tribe you go to. And then we thought that was a great name for a festival, because, a festival gets you excited, you want to dance. And then our Kenyan friends were like, no, Nyege is like, that other thing. So, but we thought, you have your interpretation, we have our interpretation, so it's also a way for Kenyans to know that Uganda is also different. That across East Africa we all have something to offer, and it's good to share. And I'm glad that we were able to take back that name Nyege Nyege from you Kenyans, and now it's something very nice, very clean, very fun, very cultural, and that's it. So what does Nyege Nyege mean to you?
Well, like you've mentioned, Kenyans have their own interpretation of Nyege Nyege, I know very well, as they're watching this, they know, and they're going also to tell us in the comment section what they probably understand by the name Nyege Nyege.
But they shouldn't come for that. If they think that's what it is, then they should stay where they are, But obviously there's a lot of fun at Nyege Nyege, but it's nothing sexual, basically. And we've had some issues around the name, more conservative people, that were like, oh no, you guys are having orgies, you guys are having sex in the wild, and you guys are this and that. And we had to work a lot towards, telling the media. But over 10 years, everybody's come. People have cell phones nowadays. If that's what it was, we would know about it. But obviously, that's not what it's about. Nyege Nyege has 7 music stages, over 300 artists. People come from all over the world. They come from Kenya, but they come from China, they come from Brazil, they come from France. So we've tried our best to make sure that the name, as exciting as it sounds, isn't misinterpreted with something that's unholy.
With the 10 years that you've been in this game, the Nyege Nyege Festival, maybe you can tell us, how would you describe, as a co-founder, how would you describe the 10 years?
The 10 years is looking back and looking forward. We look back and we see what are the careers that we've made, the artists that started with us. Recently at Blankets and Wine, you had Joshua Baraka. Joshua Baraka started on a small stage at Nyege Nyege, before anybody knew him. We had Boutros in 2017, before he blew up. So we look back and we see all the things the memories we've created, the communities that we've made, the friendship that we've made. And we look forward to see where do we want to take it next, and so 10 years, 10 years is a time to look back and a time to look forward. And we want this moment, this celebration, to be with all the people that have come before, as well as the people that have never experienced it. There's a lot of people that have heard about it and they think, okay, maybe this is the year I should come. And I think for this 10 year is definitely the year to come and experience what Nyege Nyege is about.
Maybe apart from giving platforms to artists and making them known to different audiences in East Africa, entertaining East Africans, what are some of the achievements you will mention Nyege Nyege Festival has achieved in the 10 years?
Well, I think one of the achievements is really to put East African music on the map. So Nyege Nyege is also a record label. We manage over 100 artists, and a year we do over 500 shows across the globe. Now, when you talk about Uganda, people used to know Idi Amin. They used to know, small things. Maybe they would know the gorillas, but now they know about Nyege Nyege. And the culture. So the festival's been featured on CNN, on BBC, in the New York Times. So I feel like we've been able to put our country on the map and make it known for culture. And then secondly, I think we've been able to boost a lot of careers. We've been able to create a lot of friendships. And we've been able to create maybe what's the first sort of festival of its kind. And after that, other festivals are starting to follow. But our idea is that Nyege Nyege could happen anywhere. And I hope that even in Kenya, I know you have Beneath the Baobabs, you have other festivals that are also there. And I feel like, artists, we're a very young country, and people need jobs. And the arts can give you a lot of jobs. So last year, the Ugandan government made an economic impact study about the festival. And they found that the festival is bringing millions of dollars to the economy. Why? Because all the hotels are full. You hire sound engineers, you have videographers, content makers like yourself. Artists are getting more jobs. So at the end, we are able to fuse money, jobs, and entertainment and culture. And that's what's important. I feel like right now, young people, they want to get jobs in the music industry, in the film industry. They want to become photographers, architects, designers. And we need to create platforms whereby they're able to gain income from their talents. And I feel like there's a crazy pool of talents out here in East Africa. So we need to create systems that allow them to earn money from what they're doing. And I think that that's one of the greatest achievements of Nyege Nyege, is that it's been able to build up an industry and to support an industry. And we're not alone. In Kenya, you have a lot of events, a lot of artists. So we want to try and join this and amplify it and promote it and build it up so that we can become a global tourism destination for culture, for music, and be able to also export our talents.
Before we get into this year's questions about this year's Nyege Nyege Festival, do you have any challenges that you've majorly faced in the 10 years?
In the past?
You would highlight, yeah.
Yeah, we had the Ugandan government trying to shut us down. They thought we were Satan worshippers. They thought we were trying to get young people into homosexuality. There was a lot of like smear campaign around the festival. And all the people that had gone there, they were like, no, this is not it. So they had to discuss it in parliament. And when they discussed it, they looked at it. They looked at all the evidence and they found out that, wait a minute, no, this thing is promoting Uganda. It's promoting young people doing the arts. It's really positive, you know. So that was one challenge, you know, to basically face the critics that hadn't come to the festival. And I think another challenge was, you know, to get people interested in their own talents, you know, because sometimes, even here in Kenya, if you want to fill up a big stadium, you'll need to bring a Nigerian artist. You'll need to bring an artist from Jamaica. And we want to say, no, we don't need a big name to fill it. We have our very own. Exactly. So that's been a challenge, but a challenge that we took at heart. And nowadays, people come to Nyege Nyege for the experience. And they trust that, given that there's 7 stages, they're always going to find something interesting. They're always going to find something exciting. So this is a little bit, because once you have to pay an artist $100,000, how much are you going to pay all these other ones? You can't, right? So now, when you don't have that headliner, you're also able to invite a lot of different artists on the same platform. And those artists are also just as great, because sometimes you might find a Nigerian artist that you really like their songs, and then when they perform, you're like, wait, that's not that nice, you know? Like, so we're not about hype. We're about great quality music. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about this year's Nyege Nyege Festival. For someone who maybe hasn't seen the dates, of course, we are having a meet and greet for Nairobi today, the 3rd of October. However, we are having the main event in November, if I'm right, in Uganda, yeah?
Yes.
Please tell us a little bit about it.
So it's going to start on the Thursday, November 20th. We have an opening ceremony at 5 p.m. on the banks of the River Nile at a site called the Kalagara Falls. There's amazing waterfalls. And then after that, it doesn't stop. For on and on and on until Monday morning on the 24th, where there's a closing set. And throughout, there's a lot of, we have a focus on fashion also this year. So we invite a lot of fashion designers to come and showcase. We have like fashion shows and that sort of stuff. And then we have also a film club. So we screen films on headphones during the night. And then we have an area that's dedicated to wellness. So teaching people about yoga, meditation, healing, you know, just basically getting into yourself and seeing what's good for you. And then we have a whole like really exciting food court. And then there's all these like activities also. So you do bungee jump. You can do bungee jump from the festival site. You can do rafting. You raft through the wild waters of the Nile. Then you enter the festival. You can go quad biking, horse riding. So you can do all sorts of stuff. You can be in hotels or you can camp, depending a bit on your taste and your budget.
And your vibe.
And your vibe, And so, that's what the festival is about.
From the 20th to the 24th, you've mentioned of November.
24th in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have some of the notable, I would say, artists that will be performing during the festival?
Yeah, so we still need to announce a lot of artists. But for now, we have an artist called Skrillex. And so Skrillex is one of the legends of what they call, in Kenya you call it uns music, you know, like EDM, electronic music. So, but he's also produced for The Weeknd, for Justin Bieber and all of those guys. So he's a big legend, millions of followers on all social media platforms. We've got Flodan. I don't know if you're familiar with Flodan. He's the biggest grime MC from the UK. He did this track called Better Than Them, Better Than Them. Maybe you know that track? Yeah. So that's that guy. Then, of course, we've got already some artists that have been announced from Kenya. One of them is Boutros. Probably you know Boutros. And then we've got more like underground guys like Shapaman, Karuga, Shishi, Jojo. And we're working on more of the East African lineup. And there's a lot of traditional music also, like big troops, you know, that play all sorts of music from different sides of Uganda, even from Burundi. We've got this amazing DJ from Colombia called B-Clip. So we've got from Cameroon, Tatiana Jane. We're also inviting collectives this year. So collectives that organize events and organize things in their own countries. So we have 2 collectives from Nigeria. One is called Group Therapy, and the other one is called Ide Ijo. We've got a collective from Ghana called Transit. We've got a collective from Ivory Coast called Jauli. A collective from Ethiopia called Fabrika. So they come and they bring the best artists from their places. We've got a showcase for Nigerian Marabit, which is the sort of underground music of Lagos. They're also going to come. So there's a lot of music to discover. But I feel like Skrillex is the first time that Nyege Nyege we've had in the past, like Shoma Josie, for example. You know, they're big, but they're not like global, like megastar. And Skrillex is, you know, considered one of the biggest sounds in EDM. And electronic music, it's not the only music we have, but it's something that we've been known for, African electronic music. Amapiano, Afro house, but also, let's say, coupé décalé or kuduro or all these different electronic musics you find on the continent. And to have someone like Skrillex is also going to put the festival even more on the sort of global map. Yeah.
All right, as we wind up, as a co-founder, we would want to know from you, what are you looking forward during this year's Nyege Nyege Festival the most?
I'm looking forward to host you, Chico, to come and...
So you're welcome to Uganda, yeah?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I want you to come to the festival, come with all your friends, and bring all your Kenyan friends and community to come, because I have to say, Kenyans, they started Nyege Nyege. Because when you travel for 9 hours, or maybe you take the plane, but let's say you come by bus, when you travel for 9 hours for an event, by the time you reach, you're so ready to party. So that vibe is really what kick-started Nyege Nyege. When all the Kenyans came, it became a party. And plus, it's very cheap for Kenyans. You know, a beer is like 100 bob. You know, so even the ticket is like 5,500 for 4 days. Even if you want to get a bottle of Uganda Waraji, it's like, I don't know, maybe 1,000 bob for a bottle of gin. So it's also cheaper for Kenyans. It's not too far. And Kenyans, they love Ugandans. Sometimes they see us like, oh, Ugandan, you know, we're a little bit there, you know, like this. But they love our vibe, you know, because Ugandans love to dance. And in Kenya, sometimes I feel like the concerts that I've been, people are a little bit like, maybe they're with their phone or this and this. Ugandans, they are vibing. So I feel like it's a great match. You know, when Kenyans and Ugandans get together, and you bring the Rwandese now, you bring the Ethiopians, you know, when we come together around music, around arts and culture, it's in the most beautiful place. I think nothing can go wrong. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to see how we can celebrate, how we can get together, how we can get down and have a good time.
And definitely Kenyans are party people.
They are.
You know, there's something that you've mentioned that you will say Kenyans actually started the Nyege Nyege thing. And there was a time I saw someone asking, do we have a year where we'll be having like a big mega Nyege Nyege Festival in Kenya?
One day. There's been an issue with some Kenyans that sort of stole the name and announced that they were going to do Nyege Nyege in Kenya. And unfortunately, they scammed people. We tried to communicate to everyone that no, this wasn't the official one. But I know that one day we'll find the right partners in Kenya, and we will come and we will bring Nyege Nyege to Kenya. But for now, Kenyans have to come to Uganda. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Derek, for your time. We wish you the very best. And thank you for welcoming us Kenyans in Kenya for the Nyege Nyege Festival.
Thank you. Karibu, Uganda.
Hello and welcome to SPM Buzz. We're right here for the meet and greet for Nyege Nyege Festival and have an amazing guest with me. Karibu sana. Welcome to SPM Buzz.
Asante sana. My name is Juliana Kagwa. I'm the Chief Executive Officer for Uganda Tourism Board. Yes.
We're having the meet and greet tonight for Nyege Nyege Festival. How is it for you?
It's amazing. Really great start, I think, to the build-up to the 10th version or 10th edition of Nyege Nyege. Nyege Nyege, as you know, was born in Uganda, has moved around a little bit, but really the home is, in Jinja.
Yeah.
And so this year, on the 21st of November to the 23rd,
Yeah.
we're expecting to host the whole of East Africa, the whole of Africa, and the rest of the world. But we're starting with Kenya, which is
Yeah.
why we're having our meet and greet here.
Yeah.
Over the years, I think we started with about 400, 300 Kenyans crossing the border for Nyege. We are now in, I think, about 1,000 of them. Plus, this year we're extending the experience. So it won't just be Nyege. We're adding on a bit of tourism.
Yeah.
So we'll be including whitewater rafting, bungee jumping. We're working with tour and travel companies in East Africa and Kenya specifically, to see that when we bring our people over, they have, more to do.
Yeah.
We can extend their stay and immerse them a little bit more in all things Ugandan.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've been to Nyege Nyege, any of the Nyege Nyege Festival before, yeah?
Too many to mention, yes. Actually, interestingly, we started Nyege with Uganda Breweries, which is under EABL, 10 years ago. So I was working on a brand called, I think it was Uganda Waraji or Belaga, one of them anyway.
Yeah.
And so I've seen Nyege from birth to now where it is in maturity, and so I know Nyege well. It's a great brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Kenyans know Nyege more than me.
Yeah.
So
The party people.
Yes.
Maybe, to any Kenyan who has not been to any of the Nyege Nyege Festival, you're having one this coming November.
Yes.
What would you tell them about, according to you, what do you love the most about the Nyege Nyege Festival generally?
The Nyege Nyege Festival is the biggest melting pot of talent, culture, heritage, not just of Uganda, but of East Africa and Africa.
Yeah.
So if you want to experience pure and raw Ugandan African food, music, dance, there's nowhere else to go except Nyege Nyege. Yes.
What would you tell someone who has never been to any? Since we are having one coming up next month,
I would say to this person who has never been to Nyege Nyege in Uganda, in Jinja, to start saving now. We have time. This is the first week of October. You have about a month and a half to go. You need, I think, call it anywhere between, I'll say it in Kenya shillings, which is 3,000 shillings per day. To make it work. That is the entrance. Accommodation has also been subsidized. The Nyege organizers in Uganda have been very creative with accommodation. So there's temporary accommodation. You can camp, you can glamp. So it's really up to you. You must start saving now. Make your way down, find a couple of friends. It's always so much more enjoyable when you have a group. Come down as a group. I would recommend that. And then last but not least, make sure you have a Ugandan guide. Don't get lost in the Nyege. Ugandans, we are here, we are hospitable, we are expecting you. We will hold your hand and we will show you through the festival.
You've talked to the co-founder, but I would really want to hear it from you. What are you expecting from this year's Nyege Nyege Festival? I know you have the insights here and there. What are you looking forward to the most?
Well, I mean, as the Uganda Tourism Board, we're really looking forward to hosting and receiving 4,000 plus visitors to Uganda. So we're making it as accessible and as enjoyable at the same time. So we want you to have a good time in Uganda, but at a good cost, at a favorable fee. So together with the founders, together with other sponsors, because it's not just the Uganda Tourism Board. There's a couple of others. I'm told Trace TV this year is on board. So we're going to be broadcast across all, the African nations and to the right demographic, because it's about young people now. Everybody in Africa is possibly Gen Z. Most people are Gen Z and a few Gen Y there. But it's really about the culture, the heritage, the traditions that we are able to celebrate through music, dance, and food. So Nyege Nyege has about 7 stages that showcase different parts of Africa, different parts of our culture. And so I think for me as a host, as Uganda, as a Uganda Tourism Board, is to just reassure and give all our visitors confidence that we are going to make it an anniversary of Nyege Nyege like they've never seen. It's the 10th one. It's going to be big. It's going to be bold. We are receiving you not just by road. We have packages on Uganda Airlines. We're planning to fill 1 or 2 aeroplanes just full of Kenyans only.
I think most people didn't know there's a package for the airlines.
So, we've just started the campaign. So all these things will come to light. But it's, you can travel by road, you can travel by air, and it's all going to be very accessible. Our dream is to have a plane full of young, vibrant, industrious Kenyans flying into Uganda to experience Nyege Nyege in Jinja. Yes.
All right, thank you so much for your time. We wish you the very best. Guys, you have almost a month and a half to save up for Nyege Nyege Festival.
And let's go. Honestly. Yes, let's be there. Let's be there. Be there or be square. Nyege Nyege, Uganda, November 21st to November 23rd. We are expecting our brothers and sisters.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time. All the best. Hello and welcome to SPM Buzz. We're right here at the meet and greet for Nyege Nyege Festival in Kenya. We have an amazing guest. Kindly introduce yourself to our viewers.
Hey guys, my name is Ali Alibai. I'm the CEO of Talent Africa and the event producer of Nyege Nyege Festival.
We're having a meet and greet tonight. How's it been for you?
It's been great. We're just connecting with our Kenyan friends and family. It's really nice. We have some of our partners here from Uganda and some of our Kenyan partners and friends. So it's been really good so far.
This is the first stopover, yeah?
This is, we've done a few. We've already been in Paris, we've been in Germany, and now we're in Kenya. And then
the first one in Africa.
The first one in Africa, and all roads lead to Uganda. November 20th to 23rd, we're having the Nyege Nyege Festival in Uganda. It's the 10th anniversary of, it's now become one of Africa's biggest festivals. And we're just here to, we get a lot of Kenyans that come to the festival every year. Almost 1,000 or more Kenyans come, so we had to come here and just touch base with our Kenyan audience. And invite them to come for this 10th year celebration.
What would you tell a Kenyan that has not been to any of the Nyege Nyege festivals?
I tell them that first of all, Nyege Nyege means something different in Uganda. So it means, the urge to dance, to shake. So I know it means something maybe different here, but out there, that's what it means. And it's a great experience. It's 4 days, 7 stages, more than 300 artists right on the shores of the River Nile. We have Skrillex coming this year, one of the biggest EDM DJs in the world. Flo Dan, we have a lot of Kenyan artists. Boutros is coming through. A lot of DJs from here. And Kenyans love Nyege Nyege. They love it more than Ugandans sometimes. We get so many, and the vibes that the Kenyans bring when they come to Uganda is just amazing.
Maybe with that said, what are you looking for the most for during this year's Nyege Nyege Festival?
This year we're celebrating 10 years, so it's a very special milestone, just that celebration in itself that we came this far to make 10 years is amazing. Secondly, we have an amazing new venue. At the venue, there's a bungee tower, there's river rafting, there's quad biking, there's all types of tourism activities, which is super fantastic. And it's just, Nyege is pure vibes, that's what it is. Have you been there?
Not yet.
So are you coming this year?
I'm planning.
Is SPM Buzz coming? Okay, you guys need to come.
We've talked to the co-founder, they have welcomed us, so we might be there.
So you guys need to come through, 100%.
All right, a message to Kenyans out there ahead of this year's Nyege Nyege Festival.
To all of our Kenyan family, we love you guys. Come through in big numbers. We want to host you there in Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. And come, Nyege Nyege at 10, November 20 to 23. Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. See you there.
All right. Thank you. See you there.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Hello and welcome to SPM Buzz. My name is Shiko. Yes, we're coming to you from the Meet and Greet Nyege Nyege Festival right here in Nairobi. We have an amazing guest. Kindly introduce yourself to our viewers.
Hi, my name is Kim, aka Prince of Africa. I represent Trace, East Africa. Yes.
Now you are going to be the main media partners for this year's Nyege Nyege Festival. What should people expect maybe?
So why we joined with Nyege Nyege for this was because we partnered before with them about like 2 years ago, and what we gained from them is the experience. So before this beginning of this year, we had done the Portugal Afro Nation, right? We had partnered with Afro Nation, and we said that we want to bring this closer to home, right? So hence why we were looking for a part, like an event that is for us, especially for East Africa. I look after East Africa, and and Nyege Nyege was it, right? Nyege Nyege is known as the biggest event in East Africa, right? And so we thought, why not partner with Nyege Nyege? So we are, not only are we the media partner, but also the ticketing partner as well. So we've got a brand new app called Trace Plus. All you have to do is just go to the Play Store or the App Store, and you can download it and you can buy the Nyege Nyege tickets from there.
The tickets are up already?
Already up? Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Have you been to any of the Nyege Nyege festivals before?
Sadly, no. And I think that's why I'm really excited about it. So that, and hence why, like, so as a head of marketing, I've really been trying to look for activities that. So at Trace, what we look for in partnerships are not only about like just getting our name out there, but events and partnerships that empower, enrich, and enlist the new generation to give them the power to do it, right? And the one thing I love about Nyege Nyege is that they showcase talent that is unknown, right? Of course, they have the top line, kama kawaida, but they also have talent that's unknown. And at Trace, we're very much about bringing up talent that's unknown, right? And that's through whether you're watching Trace Muziki in Kenya, of course, or East Africa. And we thought about this partnership very, very seriously. And we saw that this was the one time we can tap into an event that can highlight that.
As the main media partner, what should people out there expect?
You can, so when you download the app, right? We have an opportunity to give you behind the scenes that nobody else has.
Exclusively with you.
So I'll give you an example. We had Tiwa Savage last weekend, Friday, right? And Tiwa Savage had a live, and we were the only ones who did that. It's a proper concert, by the way. And so we're going to do the same thing, right, for Nyege Nyege. And the way we're going to do it is that we're going to give you behind the scenes interviews. We're going to give you behind the scenes setups. We're going to give you behind the scenes just moments. But most importantly, you have to be there to be part of us.
All right. As we wind up, do you have any? I'm very sure you have had a couple of activities that will be there during the Nyege Nyege Festival. Maybe you can tell us. Do you have anything that you're looking forward to? Mostly
everything, right? So for us, like what we're looking forward to is just showcasing everything for everybody. We know that not everybody can make it, right? And that's why we're there. We're there to showcase for those people, to give them FOMO. That's what we're doing. So and I want to just plug this part. If you want to know what's behind the scenes, follow us on Trace Eastern Africa on Instagram, TikTok, and we're going to show you all behind the scenes. We're going to be the main people showcasing that. And more importantly, please download the Trace Plus app, because from there you'll be able to see and enjoy every moment of the Nyege Nyege.
All right, thank you so much. See you at the Nyege Nyege Festival.
I can't wait to see you too.
All right.
SPM Buzz.